All right, so we were going to finish the explore and move on to the practice. This is kind of like practice of what we just explored, but it was going on too long. So let's keep going on this page. This is Unit 2, Lesson 3, Page 3. Yes. So write the equations of the line shown. All right, so now all you get is this line plopped on here, okay? Write the equation. So they don't just want to know the slope, they want to know the equation. So to write in slope-intercept form, you need the slope and you need the y-intercept to be able to write the equation, okay? So I like to start there. I start with the fact that this is a horizontal line. What is the slope of a horizontal line? Let me clean this up a little bit. Okay, so the slope is 0 when it goes across, right? And the b is what? Right there. That is 0, 3. So the equation is going to be y equals 0x plus 3. And if you shorten that, that's going to be y equals 3. That's the equation of that line. Okay? Does that work for the other dots? Like over here, this is what? -2, 3. So all the points on this line are going to have a 3 in their y. So this is 3, 3. Okay? All the y's are going to be 3. Y equals 3 is the equation of the line. All right. So the next one, sorry, but I think that is actually supposed to go through right there. Right here, and right here, and right here. So I was trying to, eyeball these. I should have blown it up when I was trying to put them on there, but I believe that goes through there. That's why I also help you find a dot if you can't find one, especially on the test, okay? They're a little hard to see, and maybe they're a little off, but that's where that's supposed to be. Let me see. I have a key somewhere. Yes, that's where that's supposed to be. Okay. So, let's see. What do I want? I want the slope, and I want the b. So the b I just found was 1, right? 0, 1 is the b. The slope is up to over 2. Whoa, if it's up to over 2, then the slope is a 1. That means this is supposed to go here, and this is supposed to go here as well. Looks like it's a little off to me, but that's what it's supposed to be. So what would the equation of the line if that's true? If the slope is m and the y-intercept is b, you're going to have y equals 1x plus 1, or y equals x plus 1 for that equation of that line. Positive slope, right? Goes that way up the mountain. All right, this one goes down the mountain through 0, 0. So b equals 0. Let's see, what's its slope? It looks like it hits here and here and here and here. So that is up 1, back 2, up 1, back 2, or down 1 and over 2. So however, let's see. So m, rise, is a 1, and then it goes back, which is the same as up, down 1, 2. So slope is a half. B is 0. So y equals -1/2 x plus 0. You're going to see that as -1/2 x. Okay? That's the equation of that line in slope-intercept form. Let's try this one. This has a slope of what? That is undefined. Does not exist. Sorry, I'm going to get one of them here in a minute. Does not exist. So if it doesn't exist, you can't put it in slope-intercept form because it has no b. It's not that b is 0. The b doesn't exist. Okay? So if none of these things exist, it's not going to start with a y equal. It has to start with an x equal. Okay? Y equals have to do with slope-intercept form. This is not going to fit. All right, but where is this? This is over the -3. So like that dot right there, that would be -3, 0. That dot right there would be -3, 3. That dot right there would be -3, -2. Notice all the x's are -3. That is the equation of that line. Okay? Those are a little weird looking. All right, this one goes through this one also. So B is also a 1 as the one above, but the slope looks different. It looks a little flatter, right? This one goes up 2 and over, they're both positive. This goes up 2 and over 3. Up 2 and over 3. So it makes sense if number 2 has a slope of 1, then number 5, it looks a little flatter. It's going to have a slope a little smaller than 1. So the equation of the line would be y equals 2 over 3x, don't forget to put the x in there, plus 1. That's the equation of that line. Remember, because that's your y-intercept, that's your slope. All right, this one has a negative slope that goes through right there. That is a b of 2. That ordered pair is what? 0, 2, right? And then it looks like it also hits here. So that's up 2 over 2. Oh, so it also hits there. So it's a 1. So this would be y equals x plus 2. Okay, look at this one. This one has a slope of -1/2. So it's a little flatter than a slope of, oops, -1. -1, -1, y equals -x plus 2. So -1. That was a -1/2. This one's a -1. So the half is flatter than the other one. You know what I mean? I gotta move on. Okay. Holy moly, there's more explore. Okay. So that wasn't going to be part of the practice. That's just going to be more explore. Okay. Graph the line of the equation. All right, to do that, plot the y-intercept first. Use the slope as rise over run from y to find the other 2 points. Label all points. Other 2. So I need 3 points. Draw a line through all the points. Note if the line is not straight, there's an error somewhere. Check the appearance of the line that matches the type of slope. If given an equation, substitute an ordered pair into the equation and check for a true statement. Well, that was a lot. Okay. Let's see. Graph the line of the slope with a negative, okay, m, that's an m, equals that, and b equals that. Graph it. Doesn't want the equation, it wants you to graph it. All right, so start with the y-intercept first. Where is a y-intercept of 2? Right here is 0, 2. All right, use the slope to get to another 2 points. So this is I'm just going to decide to put the negative up here. Okay, so that's the rise and that's the run. So I need to go down 1 and over 4. Probably shouldn't be drawing the lines in there. To find another point. Can I also go up 1 and back 4 to get 2 more points? What's the equation of that line? Y equals -1/4 x plus 2. Okay? Let's see. This one gives me the equation. So m is -2 and b is -1. So we go find our b first. It's right there. And then use a -2. Think about it. A -2 is over 1. So that's the rise or run. Right? This is also 2 over a -1. So let's see. The first one go down 2 and over a +1. Okay. Go up 2 and back 1 gets you there. You can do that again. Up 2, back 1 gets you there. Is that a negative slope? It is. That's a -2, which is steeper than a -1/4, right? That makes sense. They both go down the mountain. So that is that line graphed. All right, how about this one? This one's a lot harder because it's not in slope-intercept form. I can't tell what's what. You cannot look at it and tell me what the slope or the intercept is, so you have to move it around. I need the y on the left-hand side, so I'm going to move this one over. So 2 at y equals 3x, put it in slope-intercept form, right? Just move that over, push the -4 out of the way, put this in front, because that -4 is going to be part of the b. I need to divide by 2 to get y alone on one side. So that's that is the equation of the line. That tells me that that's my m and that's my b. That tells me, I don't think you can look at that. I know I can't look at that and know that this is what this is. Okay? So the b is a -2. There it is right there. Now, I need to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 2 to make a positive slope. Okay? And then I need another point somewhere. So 1, 2, 3, up 2, or 1, 2, 3, down over 2. That would get me 2 more points. All right, that is the equation of that line. I believe it said something about checking something. So what is this ordered pair here? This is a 2, 1. That means that's the x and that's the y, and it better fit in this equation. So 1 better equal 3 over 2 times 2 over 1 minus 2. And it does. Okay? So it has to work. All this has to work together. All right. Because if I turn this around wrong, the graph's going to be wrong, the line's going to be wrong. In fact, you know what we should be doing? We should be checking it in the original equation. -3, and I said x is 2, plus 2 times y, which is 1, and all that better equal -4, or I messed up. So this is -6 plus 2, and we're good. Okay? All right, turn this one around. I need the y on that side. Move the x over. We're definitely not finishing all this in one day. Let's see, sorry. 3 equals -2x minus 3. Move that guy out of the way. Put this guy in front. Don't lose any of the negatives. -3 to get y alone. -3, -3. So this is going to be what? Negative over a negative is a 2/3. Negative over a negative is a +1. So that's the equation of the line. So that means that's my slope and that's my b if I did not mess that up. So let's try it. There's my +1, up 2 over 3, down 2, back 3. That gets me there. So that means like this ordered pair right here, I feel like I need to check. This ordered pair is 3, 3, right? So that means 3 equals 2 over 3 times 3 over 1 plus 1. That makes 3, 2 plus 1, 3 equals 3. So I'm good. That is the proper graph for that line. This one here, all right, this one's weird. Remember that y equals 3 is the same thing as 0x plus 3. That means the slope is 0. That means the b is 3. Where's 3? Find the y-intercept first. Here's my 3. Then if my slope is 0, it's going to be a flat at a 3. Flat at the 3. Okay? So that means another line in the graph would be right here. 2, 3. Y is 3 all the time. So that means 3 equals 0 times 2 plus 3. 3 equals 3. Okay? So we're good there. How about this x? Well, there's no slope, there's no y-intercept, and it's going to go vertical where? it's going to be vertical at the 3. That's what that means. So if you were required on the test to put 2 points on the graph or 3 points on the graph, make sure that after you put the line, you go in here and go, okay, that point is 3, 0. That point is 3, 2. This point down here is 3, negative 2. There's a bunch of points on that line to graph it. All right, it needs a minimum of 2, should be a 3. That's now graphed. Okay. And the practice we're going to have to come back for.